Gemini. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you. Let's go ahead and see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you on today. DMs, new message, interested, secret admirer, pressed, obsessive, desperation, the chaser. Child, they missing you. They want to talk to you. They said, I'm coming after you by any means necessary. Okay. I like it. I like the determination. All right. Somebody wants you and they're going to make sure that you know that they want you. I like it. We have knocked up. Child, this person might be trying to have children with you. All right. They may see you as someone that they want to take those steps with. This may be unexpected for you. Okay, some of you could be expecting right now, and it was unexpected when you found out. All right, something could have happened between you and the person as to where you was like, I'm okay. I don't really need anything. I don't want anything. I'm good. You know, if you want to be present, cool. If you don't, cool. Something like that. That part's not going to resonate with everybody, but it's for someone that only made them want you more. Now, take that part out of it. For those of you who just simply distance yourself from the person because maybe you felt like they had a whole bunch of other things going on, whichever way it is, it only made them want you more. Okay, regardless of what the reason is as to why you distance yourself, the distance has only made this person want you more. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. We have EBT. All right, so financial struggle, deficit, faking it. Somebody's going through it financially. There's nothing wrong with that because, you know, people go through things. But it is something wrong with a person faking, flexing, pretending, acting like, you know, they're something that they're not. That's the problem, right? So this person could have been wanting you to be a part of their life, but maybe they felt they could not afford it or something like that. It's nothing that comes up, and they get jealous of anybody else that you may be around or that you may deal with because of, you know, them being able to afford you, them being able to invest into you, things like that. This person can't give you anything if their attention is focused on whatever this is, if it's not y'all. Right? If this knocked up situation is not the two of you and it's them and someone else, and then they have the EBT situation going on top of that, it's not much of them that they have left for you anyway, right? But you feel, and they may feel also, that this is your divine masculine. All right, with this card coming out, it more than likely is. This is your divine counterpart who feels pressed right now, you know, really wants your attention. It's like they're desperate for your attention because, you know, they love you. Yes, that's cool, but it's because you're not talking to them. Right? Like if you were talking to them, if you were dealing with them, then they wouldn't be desperate for your attention because they would be getting it. Right? But their concern is, have you found someone else? Are you dealing with a new person? Because I see you as my bae, my person. You know, so are you dealing with someone else? Is that why you don't want to deal with me? Is that why you're not talking to me? You're tending to what's in front of you, being present in the moment. Excuse me. You don't want to go too far into the past, and you don't want to think too far into the future. You know what I'm saying? You just like, I'm present right here in this moment. So they feel rejected by you. They feel like you're curving them. We have faded. All right. High, drunk, bad habits, disconnected. So this person quite often did things that created the financial struggles they went through, you know? Again, if you can do what you do and support it, do your thing, right? Because if you have a habit, be able to support that habit, because habits can get expensive, right? Especially if it's a toxic or a bad habit, right? Like drinking, smoking, things like that. It's not cheap. All right. So that could be what this is about. You know, they just were very disconnected from source energy. So because they weren't connected to source energy, they also were not connected to you, right? So we have detached and glow up baddie. Yeah, so you're very detached. You've shifted your priorities. You've shifted your focus because this person was disconnected anyhow. You get what I'm saying? They had whatever else going on that they really weren't able to give much to you because of, you know, but wanted you to stay present despite of. At the same time, it's a lot. So we have savage mode, plotting revenge, karma, payback. So they feel like you're doing something to pay them back, or you're doing something to get back at them. I also feel like they could have stuff going on as far as court and things like that. It's come up multiple times, especially if they're separating from a karmic that they have child or children with, or share any financial obligations or responsibilities with. Broken. All right. Beyond repair, depression, vulnerable. You broken this person open, feminine. Okay. Yeah. This situation has broken them open. Squad. Inner circle, family partying. Okay. Again, tending to what's in front of you, what's around you, being in the moment. Viral. Famous. Everybody knows attention. You have already gone viral. Soon will be going viral. Or you're just someone who gets a lot of attention. All right. Everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows of you. Something. Okay. However, this person feels like, you know, everybody can get your time, everybody can get your attention except for them, kind of thing. You have jaded, lacking motivation, stagnant, excuses. They feel like you are not seeing what this could be, but I feel like you did, they didn't, you know, or they did, but they were juggling. We'll see as we go along. But with power couple coming out, this is what they see now. It's what they want now, you know. So perhaps they're like, why are you worried about before? I'm focused on what's happening right now. But right now, this person has this knocked up and legal issues and all this other stuff going on. That could be why you stay away, especially if you're in the public eye. You like, this person got a lot of stuff going on. Who knows who's watching what? Who knows what's going to say? Who going to say what? No. And if the person is not putting you on to everything and you have to find things out, you know, see, Matt, I knew it. Exactly. So if you have to find things out a different way, besides them just telling you, that's unimpressive. You get what I'm saying? Suspicious, sketchy, in the closet, disguised, not showing false identity. Exactly. If I have to try to guess what's going on with you, I'm not doing that. It's too much. So that's why you're like, I'm living life, good vibes in the moment. They're petty, they're childish, they're immature, they're reckless. That's how you feel. Because it's like, okay, you love someone, cool. I love you too. But it's a way to move about it. It's a way to move about it so that we're not, you know, attracting more negative karma to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we have today and grip. So in this present moment, this person feel like you have a hold on them. You have a hold on them. It's how they feel. All right, we have love affair. Nightlife, karmic, yeah. So this is where them and karmic resonate. The nightlife, the partying, the drinking, the smoking, all the bad habits that kept them disconnected from source energy. Yeah, they're embarrassed by how you view them now, what you think about them. Because you could have thought nothing but great things about them because you always were able to see beyond the mask. But this person, the way they've been moving, has you looking at them a little, you know, a little different or something. We have unconditional and on the table. So regardless of what this person's financial situation is, they still call themselves wanting to come towards you. You see what I'm saying? Like they feel they may only be in that situation because of certain things they were doing with karmic. But if they were to make healthier choices and decisions, then they wouldn't be in that financial situation. Like they know themselves. So it's like, once I get right, I'm going to make this offer to the person that I want to be with, that I love, no matter what, no matter who. Because that's what unconditional is. It means no matter the conditions. I love you regardless. So y'all love each other regardless is how I see that. Yeah, and this is today. They still desire you. They still love you. You know, they just know you're not about to do no love affair type situation. So that's why we have offer, proposal, commitment. All right? Like, if I want you the way I say I want you, which is in all the ways, I'm going to have to give you all of me in order to get all of you. You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't have you for some of me. Like, that's not going to work, you know? Like, if I want that thing, and you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, exactly. Then you need to be mine. And that's not the only reason that I want to be with you. You see what I'm saying? But I understand that you're not going to give it to me unless you are. And see, that's just classic. Again, there was once a time where if a man wanted something like that from a woman, he knew he had to marry her. He wasn't just about to get it. Okay, and yes, things have changed so much. So we are so, you know what I'm saying, with that. And that's the problem, right? But when we mature and we were like, okay, all right, you know, things shift, things change. You realize that some of us are more mature than others. And so if you have one mature partner and an immature partner, they may take something out of context and make you into something you're not. And now they done messed up the whole situation dynamic. Something like that could have definitely taken place here, because we mentioned that the other day, where a masculine mistook their feminine as like, what they call it, a 304 or a slide. Like, what you think this is, doggy bag? Because it's not, you know, kind of thing. But they see now, like, if I want what I want from this person with this person, I have to offer them some sort of exclusivity. You know, like, it has to be just me and you, okay? Me just sitting up here, yeah, see, love, I love you. It's not just, oh, I lust after you and we have this amazing sexual chemistry. No, the sexual chemistry is awesome, I'm sure. It keeps popping out. Nevertheless, that's not the only reason. We have unconditional love before that even popped out. It can't be a love affair without the love part. It could be an affair, but it can't be a love affair without the love part. You understand what I'm saying to you? So, let's get into it. Well, more so into it. All right. We have roller coaster. Yeah, so, you know, ups and downs are a natural part of any relationship, because there's a natural part of life. But I feel like where you're coming from is, if it's going to be more downs than ups, or, you know what I'm saying? If it's going to be all these twists and turns and I don't know what's happening, I don't like that. I didn't sign up for that. But I feel like this person is coming towards you, ready, available, you know? They want more with their counterpart. All right, yeah, it's only a matter of time, because they weren't going to be around this drama queen forever. Hold on, y'all. They weren't going to be around this drama queen forever. Thirsty, causing chaos, deadline, time running out. Okay? Yeah, so you're curving me. Then I'm dealing with all this drama from this person. Who's doing that? Yeah, so you see irreconcilable differences, divorce, final. That's when the separation takes place. Because while I'm over here stuck in my head thinking about my feminine, that's the person I want to be with in the first place. You got the nerve to be causing drama and giving me headaches and migraines and bringing me additional stress. This is not the time. So, person separates themselves from karmic situation. All right, and in that time, they're looking for you, wondering where you are, you know, how you're doing. Things like that can't get you off their head, okay? We have waves, emotions come and go. And yeah, this person has been doing some soul searching and some introspection, like where they're like, okay, let me look within and see what's going on. Like, how do I feel? Why? Things like that. Right? This is what I feel, and this is why. And then we have reconciliation, spiritual union, soul contract. You see, they feel this way because they want to come together with you, but you cut them off. So they're like, they understand very well what they're feeling. Now they just want you to understand what they're feeling, kind of thing, you know? So with this plotting revenge, karma, payback, I feel like karmic with that drama queen soul, yeah, it's something that they could have done behind the scenes to try to like sabotage masculine in some way. All right, because it says petty, jealousy, envy. So if they know that masculine is trying to come towards you, or if they have an idea of that, okay, then they could be trying to do something to sabotage this masculine, or make something harder for the masculine. History. They're protecting you, but it's something here. In the past, you could have moved, or in the past, they could have moved in together, but I feel like the house was sold or the home was sold. They moved. All right, we have alien and drastic. Yeah, so because you cut the person off, extreme harsh cutoff, they're sending you messages, telepathic messages. They're also trying to connect with you through your dreams. All right, certain songs that you're hearing. Messages coming from this person via the universe, right? Okay. We have realization. Yeah, so this person is realizing that your focus right now is on the people that are around you. If they're not around you, then they're not your focus. They're not a priority, you know? So this person is praying that they get to be around you. Again, with the financial support, child, alimony, government. Yeah. So if they were married and had child or children, that all makes sense with the legal stuff and irreconcilable differences and all that. So we have pressure cooker, rage, ready to explode. Yeah, this person is getting upset here now because they really want to talk to you. Okay, it's like, I really want to talk to you. I have a lot of things I need to say. You're not answering. Your signs are everywhere. 1111, 222, 333. All right. You're like, I was just waiting, you know. I know what I want. But it says blockage, failed attempt, interferences. As they're trying to get through and they can't, you're over here just eating popcorn. Because you're like, no, let me know when you're ready to stop playing games. Let me know when we're not going to keep doing this back and forth with karmic. Like, we're not twin flames. You know who we are to each other. You know what this is. You know how we both feel about each other. Is ridiculous. So the fact that we are just stringing people along and messing with people's lives, that's how you feel ultimately. Because you know you want each other. So you don't want each other and have other people just there? That's crazy. That's crazy. So it's like, it's a way to go about it. And if you're not going to go about it like that, then you like, just leave me be. Just let me go to do my thing. But they don't want to do that. They want you with them. All right? Yeah, they like, let's come to some sort of agreement. Let's compromise. All right? You like, no, I don't want to do no love affair situation. You know? So that's why they have to make themselves available. If you were in a situation and you like, no, because I don't want to do a love affair situation, then you have to make yourself available because they want to be with you. And what's going to end up happening is that love child situation that we picked up on the other day. All right. But I feel like there was definitely an entrapment here. They have somebody that maybe have their child or maybe has, you know, their money or something. This person has something. Maybe they put all their money in their bank account at some point in time when they didn't have a bank account. Something, you know, it's something as to where they're like, you know, I really want to be with you, but this person has everything of mine. And so if I leave to come and be with you, then I lose everything that I have or something like that. It's something along those lines, y'all. You have commitment. Yeah, but that's just what it is. They want a long-term relationship with you. But in order to have that, they would have to do this. You could also take it as whatever long-term commitment they had, there was a separation, there was a split. Yep. They're done with that. It says lesson learned. So they learned their karmic lesson. Current status available. Okay. Yeah, you felt like they were being very suspicious. It was toxic, unhealthy. There's definitely a child involved here somewhere. But they do love you. That's for sure. Like, that part is very, very true, right? All right. Get into the tarot. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? What do they need to know? Four Wands. Yep. Twin Flame Union. Very first card out. That's what they want. Okay. It's like, I want to come together and be in union with my twin. Okay. I love how she's holding that tambourine. I love to play the tambourine. Okay. But she's like, okay, oh happy day. It's like it's a celebration. Alright, we have the death and rebirth. Alright, it's like praise, worship, amen, hallelujah. We're finally together. Okay, death and rebirth. Okay, so it's like transformation within. Person truly is going through an awakening. Alright, I've been mentioning it a lot lately. I have the moon as the underline and I see the emperor sticking his head out of the deck. It's grabbing my attention right now. They feel like you're very mysterious. They don't know how you feel, especially with drastic and interlude. It's like they don't know a lick of how you're feeling right now. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is strategizing in this essence because it came out over the on the table and unconditional. So it's like a person loves you regardless of whatever has taken place. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands here. So some of you feel like the person took you for granted or they kept you in the dark about certain things. Again, with this realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light, that could be what that's about. You know, certain things that they were going through, you feel they did not tell you. Meanwhile, Two of Cups, the support is there. The respect is there. You don't feel like they have to lie to you. They don't have to do certain things like put a mask on, you know. We have the Star. You're very enlightened and you see through a lot of that anyway. So what difference would that make that they have a mask on? But they do it to protect themselves. You know, it's like a defense mechanism or you know, so to speak, just like to please others and satisfy others. So even if I'm sad, mad, angry, whatever, you won't know because I have this mask on, kind of thing. But the star is not just about enlightenment and consciousness. It's also about healing and prayer. So I feel like, you know, masculine has been praying that the two of you can heal the situation. Yeah, the Lovers as the underline. I didn't even know that was there yet. Which obviously you know because you see how I'm holding. You see everything. Okay. So yeah, the Lovers. All right. Sacred partners. Yes, but it's about a major decision that you would have to make. And then right underneath that, judgment. Yeah, judgment is our discernment, a wake-up call, reality check. Something gets brought to your awareness now that you see the truth of the matter. What are you going to do? So that could be the fact that masculine now sees the truth of the matter. So they're like, okay, now that I see everything in its entirety, what am I going to do? Okay, let me pray about it. Let me pray about it. And pray that we can heal this situation. Excuse me. We have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is curiosity, but it's also watching. So this person has had their eye on you. They've been sitting here watching you the whole time for God knows how long, right? Queen of Cups, very affectionate, very loving, but take the sex out of it. It doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to represent you. It just feels like that's what it is right now. It's them watching you. You being very intuitive. You being very psychic. You pick up on a lot of the fact that, you know, yes, they're watching me. They're keeping tabs on me. You know, this is happening with them. That's happening with them. Like, you're very tapped in is what I get from that. Three of Swords, right? So this person knows that you're still loving. You're still graceful. You're still compassionate. You're still all those things. But it's like your heart is hurting, right? So that part is very obvious to your masculine. The world may look at it like, oh, this Queen of Cups, beautiful, beautiful Queen of Cups, such a loving Queen of Cups, so much love they're giving this Queen of Cups. But this masculine is like, oh, my baby, I hurt them. They can see through what other people can't. Just like how we was just talking about with them and their mask, same thing, you know. You showing up a certain type of way in the world is because that's who you are. Doesn't mean you're not hurting. All right, so we have Judgment. Again, wake up call, reality check. You know, for me as a reader, that's my phone call card. So a person knows that, okay, I have to do something to heal this situation. Otherwise, this is the position that we're in. It's not a fun position. They don't like being there with you. They want everything to be the way that it should. And they don't feel like this is how it should be. All right. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is affection, romance, dating, all right, proposals. We have all that energy here on the board, so we know this is how the person is feeling. They want to do something to sweep you off your feet, okay? They might be planning something very special, yet something very simple. Simple because they may not have the funds to go all out, or simple because they know that you're a person who appreciates the simple things. You know, it's not about, did you spend $7,000 on this evening? It's about, how much thought did you put into this evening? You know me so well. You pay me so much attention that you thought of the things that I would enjoy the most and put that together. It could be something that costs you less than $30. That to me does not matter. What matters to me is how much thought you put into it, how much energy and effort and time went into it. You see what I'm saying? Those things, money cannot buy. Money cannot replace, you know, your energy, your effort and all this stuff. So, okay, like I'm telling you. So we have the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is, you know, communication, is movement. Okay, this person really wants to talk. They want to talk to you so that the two of you can resolve whatever the issues are, and thereafter, you know, progress, move forward. The memories they have of you are very positive, but the memories they have of how they made you feel are not that great. So they really want to rectify. You know what I mean? Six of Pentacles is supposed to be in the upright. So with us seeing it that way says a lot. Yeah, they feel like, you know, they took way more than they put in. Put it that way. They feel like they took way more than they put in. All right, so we have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords being, you know, being of two minds. Ten of Pentacles. You know, it's like, I don't know what to do. But you do know what to do. You know, it's like going out on faith, not by sight. Because sight says, feminine's not talking to me. They done cut me off. You know, I haven't heard from them. All this other stuff. But Faith says, well, if Four of Wands is what you want, as in that's the very first card out, and you're willing to make whatever changes in your life that you need to, whether it be within yourself, whether it be, you know, in certain connections, relationships, attachments, whether it be whatever, you're willing to do whatever is necessary so that you and your twin come together, then that pretty much says that you need to go ahead and take that leap of faith. You know, so we have that Eight of Pentacles being building something up. The Page of Cups being reconciliation, apology. 10 of Pentacles being a secure, long partnership. And the 10 of Cups being a long, happy one. So they want a long, happy, stable partnership with you. And the way to go about it is to take a leap of faith. All right. So we have the Hermit. All right. The Hermit is, again, someone that stays to themselves. Queen of Swords, you know, ice cold. So, yeah, see, you're showing up in the world. When they look from the outside, Page, I can't make this up. I can't make this up. When they look from the outside in, you're the Queen of Cups. If they were to come up to you and say something, they get the Queen of Swords. You see her heart locked away to the side? Because your heart is theirs. That's how you feel. You're like, my heart is for you. Nevertheless, it's going over here and I'm going to lock it away because I don't know what you got going on. And I'm not about to just be out here giving my heart away to just any old body. I know who my heart is for and I don't know what's going on with you. But all right. So again, you're still showing up in the world as your loving, nurturing, gracious self. But the energy they get from you, even in spirit world, is Queen of Swords. Because, nah, what are you doing? You know, you're not about to play with me like this. We're not about to act like, again, like we saw earlier. Like, we're not twins. Like, we don't know what this is. We're not going to keep doing this, okay? But they're the one with the passion, the fire to warm you up. All right, with that Ace of Wands. Empress. Yep. Yep. All right. Stay about getting ready to explode, ma'am. You and this Hermit and Queen of Swords staying to yourself, being all serious and all this other stuff. They about ready to explode. All right, so we have the Tower. That confirms that. And the Seven of Wands. Yeah. All right. The Tower is when we become so uncomfortable that we now feel like we have no choice but to do whatever it is that we were putting off, right? So if this person is like, I want to come towards them, but I'm afraid of their rejection. So that's why they're putting it off. Well, whatever this Tower is, they're going to go right on ahead and do it. This could be the fact they discover you opened your options up. Three of Cups. There's now a third party on feminine side. Nine of Pentacles. And feminine is everything. So I just know the person going to try to wife them up. You know what I mean? I just know the person going to try to take them off the market. They're not with that. So you already know they about to make themselves available and come at you immediately. I need my person. Okay, I need my person. It's masculine not playing with you. In no way, shape, form, or fashion are they playing with you. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles being, you know, again, long, stable partnership. I know there was betrayal, or I know I disappointed you. I know you feel like things were one-sided for a while. Let me make it up. Let me make it up, right? But you don't believe them in the Moon. You feel like they're hiding something. I feel like the action that you see from them will determine if you believe them or not. If you take that heart up out that cage or not. You know, and if y'all come into this Ten of Cups or not. But we have the Five of Pentacles. Yep, this is the door being shut right now. The Hangman, them feeling stuck on you. Feeling like there's nothing that they can do but wait, you know. Three of Cups, but they definitely want to reunite. Okay. They're very discontent without you. They miss you. You know, it's a mutual interest, mutual passion. Everything's mutual. So they miss you, you know. Passion. So that represents right now, I feel like, the sex. For those of you who have been intimate with the person, okay, they miss that too. Like just being physically close to you and being, you know, as intimate with you in that moment they feel like they can be, you know. Yep. So it's like you're blocking your lover out. This is your divine counterpart. All right. Seven of Swords. Two of Cups. It's that, like I said, it's the I love you regardless. And you see, because it's unconditional on the table. On the table is a proposal. So Seven of Swords in this case is like, how do I get away with proposing to this person? You know, I had to come up with a plan. I had to come up with a plan. Because you ain't even talking to them. So how do I propose to somebody that's not even talking to me? You see, excuse me, y'all. And the Magician is manifestation. So they want to manifest that outcome, right? They want to manifest that. Yeah, see, pre-shuffle, soul contract. All right, so let's see. Let us see, shall we, for our feminines. Alrighty, alrighty. Messages. Okay. We have red flags, signs, evidence, cheating, deception. Yeah. So it's like you couldn't dismiss the red flags. Like we said the other day. They were being suspicious, sketchy. Something was being hidden from you. You're like, I don't like it. Not for me. Inferno. Desperation, self-sabotage, life in flames, breaking point. Yeah, so everything's going up in flames now. You know, person realizes they sabotage something a lot of times. Not just with you, but a lot of times. They sabotage themselves quite often. We have unknown caller, fake text, spam numbers playing on the phone. All right, so you're going to be getting a lot of phone calls from random numbers, unsaved numbers. Spirit got you, though. Don't worry. Protection, signs, you're guided. Of course, as you know, you're guided. Cosmic nudges, intuitive hits, soul maps. Follow the signs. All right, follow the signs that you're getting. Like they're also following the signs. Taking heed to those intuitive, you know, nudges. Toxic environment. Yeah, see? Bad advice, low vibration, emotional leeching, karmic relationships. That's what it is. So because of that toxic situation they had going on, and the only reason they stayed is because, again, children. But you're the person that they love, that they want to be with. I can't make this up. You're just like, where the receipts? Prove it. Where the receipts? That's all that's going on here. Okay? It's not that they don't love you. None of that, you know. Is that they have a toxic environment going on, toxic situation, excuse me, where it's a toxic environment. They don't want to be there no more. You know, they have to leave, heal, do all that good jazz. We have controversy, drama, scandal, disbelief, hidden things revealed. All right, yeah, so someone could have saw your pictures or something, because there's a lot of pictures here. I'm on a phone and a... Yeah, see, that's what it is. Double life, love affair. Yep. So someone could have just found out about, you know, divine feminine. Says living a lie, secret affair, hidden truths, emotional betrayal, player, third party, hooking up, possible STD. I'm not sure if the person has an STD or not because, you know, I didn't see any other thing come out like that. But I do feel like that is because of, you know, y'all dealing with each other while they were with karmic, or karmic coming into the picture while they were with you, whichever way it goes. Karmic realized this person was on some player type stuff, or trying to be. That's how they feel, but it's really not like that. Okay, it's like you have to look beyond ego to understand what was really going on here. All right, but it says hiding their true feelings, mixed signals, deep emotions, secret love, cold, detached. Yeah. All right, then again with that mask, opposites attract, bad boy, different beliefs, insane attraction, balance each other out. All right. Your Netflix and chill, okay? Sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with someone, lying about their whereabouts. So somebody realized that, okay, they be lying about where they at, what they doing. This person could like sneak off to talk to you or sneak off to chill with you or different things like that because they love you and they have a toxic environment. You bring happiness and joy and all these other things into their world, but you can't dismiss the red flags. If they really want to be happy, then they have to leave the toxic situation, and that's what I feel like they're doing. Yeah, lessons learned. Tough times, growth, leveling up. Yeah, I feel like that's what they're doing. All right. Not for all of them, some of them, most of them, right? Because they want to be with their person. Reconciliation, putting in the work, better communication, getting back together, and equal give and take. Do you see when I was talking about the Six of Pentacles and how we had to put it back in the upright position? Guilt, stress, anxiety, ashamed, remorseful. So that's what it is. They feel guilty about what's happened, what's taking place with you, and they really want to reconcile. Okay? It's like, I don't want to be without my person. Child, they just keep saying that. That's all I keep hearing. It's not me, I promise. All right, we have envy, black magic, jealous of you, holding a grudge, mad you're gone. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, somebody's upset. They're envious. Okay. Conflict resolution, sick and tired. Yeah, over it. Moving on, decision made, repetitive cycle. Conflict resolution, compromising, making amends, rebuilding trust, positive outcome. Yeah, so they feel like They understand that, you know, this is why the door is shut, but they really want to resolve the conflict with you. Again, somebody is envious because they know that this person wants to be with you. They could have ended things with the person and told them, like, all right, I have somebody I want to be with, or something like that. You never know. It could have came very straightforward. Yeah. Growing together, shared journey, lessons learned, soul bond. Yeah. If like the two of you have a soul bond, y'all learn together. It's funny. Look at that heart. Look right here. We got signs everywhere, guys. Signs everywhere, guys. All right, that you grow together regardless of what's going on, regardless of who, regardless of where. Yeah, unfinished business. All right, proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation, fixing our issues. I'm going to say fixing our issues every time, because when we're talking about a couple, a partnership, especially people that want to be married, it's us, our, we. Okay, so fixing our issues. Okay, that's what they want to work on. Fixing y'all's issues. And push and pull, controlling, unbalanced, pride and ego, power struggles. Yeah. So it's like, because of the toxic things that you were noticing, like this, you knew that something was going on that they weren't telling you. But because they couldn't talk to you about certain things, it pushed you away ultimately. Because when you want to be with somebody long term, you have to be able to talk to that person. Then y'all have this intimate connection, as to where it's intimate in every way. It's passionate in every way, on every level. You know, mentally, emotionally, physically, you know, spiritually. So it's like you're intimate and connected in every way. Of course, it's going to hurt deeper when you feel like this person feels like they have to hide things from you. You're their twin soul. They can't hide from you. So, of course, that's why they feel guilty. You know, I tried to hide something from someone that I can't even hide something from. That's why it comes across as Seven of Swords. That's why it comes across as deception. Even if that wasn't their intention. They could just be like, look, this is the I got going on in my life. My life is falling apart. I don't have to tell nobody that my life is falling apart, because then they'll judge me for that. You get what I'm saying? Why would I tell you something and then have you look at me like I'm weak because of what I'm going through? But they don't know that they're dealing with a divine feminine. A divine feminine would never. You understand what I'm telling you? But they didn't know no better. They were used to dealing with toxic people in toxic environments. Used to getting bad advice, surrounded by low vibrations, people who like to emotionally leech onto them, karmic relationships. They weren't used to divine femininity. Okay? So now I'm going to get another deck. 1 minute. Alrighty. Let's see, y'all. So it's a lot of envy coming at you. A lot of hate. As you know, Spirit got you. You're protected. But let's see what's going on, what's going down, shall we? Every time there's a bunch of cards already on the desk, it shuffles funny. So just excuse me, because I don't want it to slip inside everywhere. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Ooh. All right, beware of anyone from the past wanting to enter back into your life. Okay? Beware of anyone from the past wanting to enter back into your life. You know how far back this goes. You know if this person really means well or not. We have trickster spirit. Sudden loss of memory, things end up missing. All right. The person that they're around could be the trickster spirit. Okay. Spying on you is part of their daily routine. Somebody spying on you every single day, all day. Could be the masculine, could be the person connected to the masculine. We have pyrite. Help shield you from the harmful effects that technology can have on the mind and body. All right. So they could be watching you online and then sending you certain energy through that. All right, but we have causing chaos and fights in your love connections. Yeah, so they like trying to cause a split between you and masculine, but Spirit's got you. All right, this person could be sending something through the computer. They could be listening to something on a computer as well. They are turning others against you. They could be paying for something to be put online as well. We have tap into your intuition. You already know who this person is. There you go. So and then we have cosmic nudges right there. So you know if it's your masculine or if it's the person connected to your masculine. You already know. All right. But somebody has a trickster spirit. And it's like, that's the Seven of Swords. Now, keep in mind, Seven of Swords, too, doesn't have to be the masculine. The Seven of Swords could be the envy in the first place, which we already see is here. You get what I'm saying? Because somebody feels like, oh, this is where masculine wants to be. That's who they want to be with. Okay. So now they send you all this, like, hateful energy type thing. But it says, return to sender backfired on them because you never did nothing in the first place. So when you attack a person that ain't been attacking you, or even if you do a return to sender and the person has never sent you anything, that's what I mean. So you're the sender then. Do you see what I'm saying? You return the sender, but you the sender. So who is it going to? Exactly. So that's why I said people need to stop playing with stuff they don't thoroughly understand. Okay. Then we have Mercury retrograde, which I believe we have right now, y'all. Delays, problems, interruptions with transportation and communication. So all this is happening right now. This is current. That's how I would take that, because we're in Mercury retrograde right now. We have Mercury retrograde going on right now. All right. But those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Information as to where you can book personal readings with me can be found in the description box beneath this video. We do have 2 new services. Actually 3. Yeah, I just realized we have the ultra minis, the minis, and then instead of the 1 question, it's now 3 questions. All right, so go over there, check out the new services, see what you like, Okay, get yourself one of those. And I'm going to go ahead, y'all, drink my tea. I promise when I come back, I'll sound better. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and happiness.